What up, big dog? Today marks the beginning of a new program that I'm calling Open the Gate. You may know a song by Zach Bryan called Open the Gate, and this program gets its name from that. Essentially what it means is facing the bull, right? Whatever that means to you, however you want to interpret that. But it is the idea of using training as a means, not only as an outlet, but like, I imagine that when you go to ride a bull, right, like you've seen the videos of the guys in the cage, and they get their hand on that, they get their hand all pine-tarred, they get it underneath that rope, right? They got that other hand on the gate, and the guy asks them if they're ready, and they're like, no, I'm not ready yet. And then finally they're ready, and they open the gate, and then like he goes to do this thing. It's like this program is similar to that in, let's use training as a means to find out what we're made of. And the best way to do that is to test yourself, right? So like training shouldn't be easy, training should be hard. And in that difficulty, you'll learn more, you'll grow more, you'll understand more about yourself, and you'll be more confident in yourself. What is it? Smooth seas never made a skilled sailor. Here we go. That quote is taken from The Science and Practice of Strength Training by Zatsiorsky. Apologies if I butcher that name and spelling. I remember reading that book in my master's, and it's like in the first chapter, he drops like that bomb. And I wasn't expecting that in like a textbook that says Science and Practice of, and I was like, let's go, Zatsiorsky. I am a fan, sir. One thing that I'm constantly struggling with is the management of time. And it's not the management of time on my part is like I'm doing a poor job of it. It's truly like realizing that there's only so much time in the day. There's only so much of that time that I can make useful where I'm operating in like near full capacity. And like the older that I get, the more narrow all that time feels, right? It feels like I'm constantly searching for that time where I can be at full capacity and work on something. But because I'm in the constant pursuit of that, it like abdicates all of the time where I can just kind of sit and be, right? And I feel like that makes time go faster. And I don't want time to go faster. You know, there's a song by Chance the Rapper, where the chorus is like, do you remember when we were younger? All the summers lasted forever. It's like, yeah, I do remember that. The summer seemed to last an eternity when we were in school. And now I blink and a full day has gone by. So I need to do a better job of finding that balance between working hard and enjoying work, but also slowing down a little bit and being present in times where I should be present. All right, got to check the hands every session. Let's just go with a good 1-2 here. Good 1-2, nothing fancy. How was your day today? What did you do today? Did you go to work? Did you have the day off? Looking for a job? What's going on in your life? Comment something positive. Oh man. Comment something positive that's going on in your life right now in the comments. Would love to hear about. Come on now. Jeez, please. Love to hear about something that's going good in your life. Go ahead. That song by Chance the Rapper is called Do You Remember, by the way. It literally just came on shuffle. I've got forwards and backwards. Every jump I'm doing, I'm going forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. And then they're going to increase in terms of the angles of my joints in my lower body. First one's just going to be ankle bounds. Then we're going to get into jumps involving the knees. Then we're going to flex the hips a little bit more and just go into a full squat with each one. So I show you these here. So you may ask, Rye Dog, why are you jumping with a direction in mind? And it's like, well, I mean, I really want to get good at Olympic lifting, and I also still play golf, right, and things like that. And it's like everything that we do in any activity that is somewhat physical in nature not only requires you to express force, but express it precisely and in a specific orientation, right? So like everything that we do in sport is a vector quality. And I hope I got that right if I'm thinking back to Biomechanics 101. It's not only force, but force with direction. And the more intentional I can be about applying direction and force at the same time in my training, I think that that's just going to like just transcend the training and just make me a better mover overall. Yes, go on, yes, yes, yes. In every program, I'm putting mobility work that you cannot skip. You got to do it. The first one today is just some wrist work. Fingers out to the side, sway back and forth, kind of make a figure eight with your shoulders. One hand back, other hand forward, lean back slightly. It's not going to take a whole lot. 1/2 Jefferson curls, feet a little bit outside shoulder width, grabbing the barbell somewhere in the middle, maybe bending your knees slightly, I don't know, play around with it. Imagine that you're just unlocking the upper half of your back. So like the tops of your shoulders to the middle of your back. You try to bend all of those vertebrae and keep the other ones stiff. So I'm gonna start by rolling my shoulders forward. For me, it feels about mid-back once I get to about the top of my knees. I'm gonna come up. That's literally all it is. Roll the shoulders forward, push the scaps forward. What is that, protraction? Scapulohumeral rhythm. I don't understand any of that. That doesn't make sense to me. Just move. Move, I tell you, move! Yes. Spider-Man. You know, if like Spider-Man does a flip off a building, he's landing like this. Right? Maybe the elbow on the inside. I don't know if I made that look very Spider-Man-y or not. The goal is to try to touch your elbow to the ground. I can't do it. That'd be a lousy Spider-Man. Switch to the other side. Oh, this side's much better. Look at that. You could almost put me in a costume. Nod to the gods at the beginning of every training session. The platform is sacred. Made up my own complex for the beginning of Open the Gate. This is how original I am. It's called Open the Gate Clean Complex number 1. Here's what it consists of. A paused clean pull, paused hang power clean, paused push press. Pausing anything is probably my favorite way to teach you how to be aggressive when lifting weights, because you have no aid from the stretch reflex or any momentum. It is all you and your concentric strength. So your ability to just like 0 to 60, woo, do some pauses. You'll find out real quick. Stretch out that front rack a little. $275. If anything gives me trouble here, I think it's going to be that pause push press. That's an animal. All right, let's try that again. Push press gave me the most problems. I'm gonna try to get it back as soon as I start pressing, get my head out of the way and go back. I think that'll make it look much more fluid. Here we go. Oh! Yes! That's why I view exercises like motor problems to try to figure out. You can do all the technique work in the world with lighter weights, but eventually you need something difficult enough to put your technique up against, and like having your technique confront something challenging reveals something about the movement that you need to work on and need to fix, or just be more aware of in order for you to complete it successfully. Right there, when I did my first push press, it got in front of me, and then on the second set, like I said, I told myself to push it back. It was a lot better. High incline barbell bench press. I don't want to, like a regular bench press, I don't want to bring this down like below my chest. I want to keep this tall on my chest or high on my chest and just push in a straight line. Probably my favorite hamstring exercise, specifically right here. All you need is your body weight. Rushing here a bit at the end. It's the old man's birthday today, so I'm taking him to dinner. So that's more important than this. One set of strict chins, all the way down, all the way up. Another training session down. Regardless of what your goals are, the foundation of the pyramid is just accumulating training sessions. In terms of the physical side, it doesn't matter what program you're following, what rep set schemes you're doing, the tempo, all that is meaningless if you're not accumulating enough training sessions. That is the largest stressor. Training is fun.